Welcome to Audio Visual Journal 1, an assignment submitted for DPA740 Collaborative and Network Governance with Dr. George Austin Jr. In this journal, I will be discussing two motives for collaboration, and I will also connect these motives to a real-life example from my professional experience. Donahue and Zuckhauser discusses how there are two general motives for collaborative governance. First, there is an imperative to improve outcomes, and this question generally asks, will there be better outcomes if we collaborate? Second, there is an imperative to maximize resources, and this question generally asks, will there be more resources available if we collaborate? Donahue and Zuckhauser provides the following diagrams to illustrate the thought process behind whether better outcomes occur if there is collaboration. If better outcomes can be achieved through collaboration, the diagram illustrates that it is important to involve other private collaborators and to conduct collaborative efforts. Conversely, if there is no better outcomes that could be achieved, it is better to conduct direct government production for the government agency, or essentially for the government agency to conduct work on its own. A similar diagram is proposed for asking the question of whether more resources would be available if there is collaboration. If yes, it is important to involve private collaborators into a project and to conduct collaborative efforts. If no, it is wise to conduct direct action. The two diagrams and questions discussed previously are important to consider when discussing collaborative governance. In the field of urban planning and public administration, a real-life example can be seen in the Western Riverside Council of Governments. This organization is known by their acronym WRCOG. This organization is a collaborative of governments, and it is comprised of 18 member agencies throughout the County of Riverside, Eastern and Western Municipal Water Districts, and the Riverside County Superintendent of Schools. These agencies come together to work on addressing important regional issues that span beyond the boundaries of their jurisdictions. The mission of WRCOG is to unify Western Riverside County so it can speak with a collective voice on important issues that affect its members. It is also an important mechanism through which these agencies can actively work together and advocate for important regional issues without duplicating their efforts. WRCOG includes a variety of committees that come together on a periodic basis to discuss a variety of issues that are important on a regional scale. These committees include the following. They include a Finance Directors Committee, a Planning Directors Committee, a Public Works Committee, General Assembly, Clean City Coalitions, Solid Waste, and also the Transportation Uniform Mitigation Fee Committee, which is known as TUMF. Perhaps one of the most important collaborative efforts that relate to urban planning would be the collaboration for housing policies that are occurring on a regional level. WRCOG has been instrumental in being a resource for local jurisdictions on a variety of topics. As of late, the state of California has been very active in passing legislation that impacts cities on how they review housing projects, and the fast pace of legislation has made it difficult for governments to keep up with the need to amend their ordinances and update their general plans. In response to this, WRCOG has created a variety of resources for local jurisdictions, which include the following. They include the Affordable Housing Pipeline, the Objective Design Standards Toolkit, an SB 9 Toolkit, GIS Underutilization and Sites Analysis, notifications for grants and other funding opportunities, education on legislative updates, and also local housing assistance. Together, these resources help the 18 cities and jurisdictions that WRCOG represents, and they offer a rich assortment of resources that these cities can use to better their governance efforts. When contemplating whether collaboration helps improve outcomes, two major benefits come from the efforts of WRCOG. First, there is the improvement of grant and other funding opportunities, and second, there is the improvement of legislative outcomes. For grants, some jurisdictions may not have resources to stay informed about these opportunities, and some funding opportunities may require collaborations to apply WRCOG provides a forum through which cities can find these opportunities and work together to obtain important grant funding for their governments. Second, in terms of education and legislative updates, some housing initiatives may need collaborative advocacy, and jurisdictions may have improved outcomes by collectively advocating for certain positions. So WRCOG also provides a forum to help improve the outcomes for advocacy in this situation. In terms of improved resources, WRCOG provides cities with an objective design standards toolkit, which helps them by providing a document that is ready to adopt for their jurisdictions. This document includes objective design standards language, and it also provides diagrams that help exemplify the objective design standards that are being set forth. In conclusion, WRCOG provides an example of collaborative work that can improve outcomes and expand resources. Through collaboration, WRCOG provides a forum through which cities can become a unified voice and advocate for policies. And it also provides resources such as housing resources, the objective design standards, and other things like that. Today's presentation referenced the following resources. This concludes my presentation. Thank you for joining me and have a good night.